Hello, everyone. How are you guys today?
Good afternoon, everyone,
Hello,
and welcome.
Chandra. That's a new friend. Chandra Kayla Gardening. Hello. Thank you for coming to join us today.
We hope it's as nice where you are as it is where we are, except it's windy, but it's beautiful. It's 67 degrees and sunny, but the wind's been cranking all night, pretty much all day. It stopped for a little while and it's back. So 35, 40-mile-an-hour gusts, it comes out of nowhere. In the desert, it can be like calm 1 minute and then boom,
Oh, I
it
pull the
hits
shades
the
down.
next minute.
Hello, Carol. How are you?
It's too far. There you go.
Hello, Carol. Hello, Eddie, Devil Dog. Hoorah. Hello, Bob. Nice to see you. And Doreen as well. Thank you so much for joining us. Doreen just come back from a long trip. Her son got married over last week, so she's just getting back. So she's tired, lady. But she had lots of fun, so that's great news. They had a beautiful wedding. I got to see the pictures on Facebook, so that was really nice. Hello, Steve and Oki. How are you guys? And hello, Lorna. How are you?
Mona McKenzie, hello.
My husband. I know your husband got married. I know. Sorry. The mouth sometimes works before the brain does, Doreen.
Sometimes,
Sorry.
not always, but
Hello,
sometimes.
Sam. How are you today?
We all do that. Sam Gloves, how are you?
Our glove friend is here. Yay.
Yep. So a little worried about Sweepy. She didn't want to eat about
Gracie.
Gracie. I mean, she ate about half her breakfast and didn't want to eat that, and then didn't really want to eat lunch. And so I took a couple of pieces of chicken and sprinkled a couple of pieces of chicken on the top, and now she's chowing down. So yay!
Little Miss Gracie's being finicky with her
Man, she just
food.
wasn't feeling well today. She just
Yeah.
wasn't herself. Like she wasn't like lackadaisical or anything. She played with her brother and stuff like that, but she was not quite herself. She didn't have the energy she usually does. So she ate about I want to say 3/4 of her lunch plus two big chunks of chicken. I gotta move it because Spike will eat it.
Hello, Roy and Becky. How are you guys? Our next door neighbors. They're so kind to let us invite us to come hang out over here. We're having a great time over
Yeah, it's a
here in the camp area.
nice place, nice
Um,
little neighborhood in the
yes,
LVTA
it is very
center. La
nice.
Posa South is nice,
And we thank them for inviting us. It was very sweet of
very
them.
nice. They make wonderful neighbors and they are wonderful friends.
Good
So
here, Carol. How are you? Doreen gave her son's dog a couple pieces of popcorn and got told not to. No people food for Leonardo. He's a very cutie.
yeah,
He's
well,
a very cute little doggy.
we don't do people food normally either, but when she's not eating, we need to just
He worries and starts
fest,
throwing anything at
make it
her
a little. We always give him a little bit of hamburger, anyways. So
and
I'm
as
just
part of
giving
their
her
food.
something a little different.
Yeah.
And chicken's not really what we feed our dogs, but if it makes Gracie eat, somebody threw up a little bit in their kennel. I didn't catch it. I was outside watching them, and somebody threw up out there, and I would just not a lot. Like she didn't throw up all of her breakfast or anything, but I don't think Gracie's stomach's feeling quite well, but she's okay.
She's acting okay. She's
Yeah,
just
she'll
yeah.
be she'll be fine. She'll be
Hello,
fine.
Vanessa, Wigglebutts Adventures. How are you guys and your sweet little puppies? And Roy said, "Happy National Puppy Day." Like that's not every day, exactly.
Happy National Puppy Day. Like that, it's every day around here, right?
It's like our world revolves around those little
A
crazies.
lot of fun. Last night, Gracie and Jock from Gracie and Jock's Adventures rolled in. Just they were over here. Gracie had one of her had not one of her had her canopy blown off or whatever, so she's here to have it fixed. She's going to be hanging out for a couple of days.
Well,
She said it was going to cost her $75 to have the man come to her, so she came to the man. So
Doreen said we should sprinkle some dog treats on it. I don't know if she liked that as much as she
yeah, I
likes
don't know.
chicken.
She likes the chicken.
She loves chicken.
She ate the chicken, and that coaxed her to eat a lot of her food that she wasn't going to eat. It
Hello,
worries me.
hello, Boondocking with Boomer.
Boondocking
Thanks
with
so much for
Boomer.
joining
Hello,
us.
very much. Thank you for coming, very very much.
You're so close to us. Oh, where are you? You here in Quartzite somewhere?
No, he's not. He's in Corpus Christi.
He said, "I'm so close to you guys."
Who said that?
Boomer. So he might be here in Quartzite. Where are you at?
He just said right
He
here.
just said right here. I am so close to you guys.
Uh,
So,
he says I'm a Mustang Island in Corpus Christi,
oh, close.
Texas.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, kind of close. Maybe 1,000 miles, right? Not bad. How's it? How's it going, Lance? Everything going good? I hope. Hope everything's going well. Hope you're having fun.
Hello,
Um,
Peter. I just saw you come in. How are you?
Old
Thanks
man
so
Peter,
much
is
for
he here?
joining
I didn't see
us,
him.
old man
Oh,
Peter. Old Man King.
Old Man King Homestead. I'm sorry. Oh man, yeah. We're having a lazy day today, so we're just kind of hanging out. Our minds haven't really kicked in. All I've done today is go for water and go for water. But the big wind last night blew the dog kennel around, so I had to rebuild that this morning too. It was fixing to take off.
Oh, it looks like the Wigglebutts just got back from a car show at a vineyard.
Oh wow!
And I guess the puppies got to go too. And I'll usually take at least one or two of them with you guys when you go off like that. So hopefully they got to go and have some fun. We need to have a group live stream. Well, as it turns out, I'm glad you mentioned that, Doreen. We have been invited to go on the Friday Night Live that
with friends, Friday Night with Friends.
Friday Night with Friends with Roy and Becky, and
we're very honored. They're big channels.
Mel and Nettie, Living Zip Codeless, and Traveling on Adventures, which is Terry and Earl. So we've met everyone except for Mel and Nettie, but we've been invited to go on that Friday. So we'll be on that Friday night, and it'll be 5 o'clock our time here in Arizona, which would be 8 o'clock your time if you're on the East Coast. So we're very excited about that.
Wow, I am so proud of us for getting that one right. Maybe we haven't yet. Maybe Roy will jump in and tell us we have it wrong.
Yeah, it might be wrong.
But I don't think
so. Ask Roy, he'll let us know. But anyway, so if you all like to
coming Friday though, so if you all want to come in,
if you like to join us, that would be awesome.
If you haven't seen those other channels, you can introduce yourself to them, and if you have, then it's worth coming over because they're all nice people. We get to spend an evening with
Terry and Earl.
We met them in at Ironwood National Monument, and I feel as though we have some new lifetime friends there. They're very nice. They're very nice people. We have a lot of nice lifetime friends that we've made in.
And I've watched Mel and Nettie's, and they're funny people, so we'll get along with them perfectly. We haven't gotten to meet them. They're out in Texas, so maybe we can go on our way home to meet them. But they are a fun couple. Very fun. Lots of laughter going on. Hello, Miss Melanie. How are you today?
Hey, Mel. How are you? Our daughter's here, Mel.
She just got back from New Hampshire. She had a birthday party. I think it's 70th birthday party to go to.
Carol Walter seems to think we're celebrities, but
Carol says, "My kind of dog. I love chicken."
We're celebrities in our own crazy little minds, is what we are. We are certainly not celebrities, but
yeah, Roy's got a lot of solo going on over there.
But we do have a lot of friends. Yeah, Roy has a lot of solo going on. That's for sure. He's doing well. He's fixing to enter the summer in a pretty good spot where last year he was scrambling to keep the air conditioners going and keep himself cool and all that. But he's got a plan this year that's going to keep him, his cute little fur babies, and Becky comfortable. So we've been hanging out with them a lot. They're nice people.
A lot of fun.
I mean, we can see them right out our window here. They're, I don't know, 50 yards away or whatever.
A lot of fun for sure.
Over here we have See Our View. If you haven't checked out that channel, it's SEA capital R capital V View, View, See Our View, and check that channel out. We made friends with we made friends with them last year, but me and Tim from See Our View, we climbed Mount Quartzite yesterday, so that was quite interesting. A couple of really old guys, and we hoofed it up there. The last spot was steep and loose gravel and rocks and all that kind of stuff, but we made it. And I came down a little timidly. I came down on my butt side, let's put it that way. I wasn't going to stand up.
Crab walking all the way.
Pretty steep right at the start there, and Tim was very nice and very cordial, and kept me calm, and I managed to get down the steep part, and we were fine. We went all the way up to the American flag and back. The best part is to show you what a good guy that Tim is. When we got halfway back down the mountain, I realized that I had forgotten my crazy cell phone at the top. And I said, oh, damn, I left it. So I figured I'm going to have to climb back up. And Tim did it for me. He climbed back up and got it. And I filmed him coming back down, which was kind of cool because it gave an idea of how high up that we actually climbed. And I want to thank you, Tim, for coming to my rescue and climbing back up and getting my cell phone. That was really cool. I think he did it to help me, but he also did it to help himself because he didn't want to watch me do the backward crab walk all the way down the side of the mountain again, I assume, because he had already watched it once. It was a horrifying thing, I'm sure.
Yeah, Boomer said he's on the Mustang Island. And he said 1,000 miles is nothing. Everything's fantastic for him. That's good news. And the Wigglebutts had a kid-free afternoon, which is fun too to do, just the two of you. I'm sure you enjoyed that a lot.
So Lance, in a few weeks, we'll be meandering back through there somewhere close. So if you're around, we'll get in contact with you, and somehow or another, and let you know. Maybe we can meet, have coffee, have a dinner, maybe camp out for a night or something.
Carol says she thinks Kenny's out that way too.
Oh yeah,
So she says.
Huh.
And Roy said the solar is working perfectly, Bob. Great news.
Yeah.
They must be having trouble connecting via cell phone. Service is pretty sketchy in Q. Oh.
So the cactus that we put up on the thumbnail today for the picture for I was Steve just informed me that it is a hedgehog and desert chicory cactus. And we saw the first
So
little
pretty.
we drove by, we couldn't believe it. We saw the first little flower come out, and that picture there that we put up was about halfway through the blooming stage, and right now it's full bloom.
No, I think that was yesterday's. I'm not sure. Actually, I'm not sure. That was
It
yesterday.
wasn't because I had that
It was
for
the other
a while.
day.
Anyways,
Yeah.
now it's at full bloom, and the desert is amazing. Even the people who have lived here all of their life are saying that this is an astronomically fine bloom, and it is. The desert floor, every square foot has a flower of some sort or another on it, right? So it's amazing.
It's very pretty.
Even climbing all the way up Mount, Quartzite Mountain, all the way to the top, even up to the top, you could sit there and look around, and there was white flowers, yellow flowers, purple flowers, cactus all the way up the trail. We're blooming heavy. It's just beautiful. We're so lucky to be here on a year like this. We really are, because it's rare from what they say, at least to be this beautiful. If you haven't never checked out Desert Adventures in Arizona, he just put up a video that shows all the flowers from his wonderful drone video that he does. It is gorgeous. Check it out. I love Steve's drone videos anyways, and they're all fantastic, but add the flowers that he had in this video, and whoa, you really have something beautiful. Go on over and check it out. You can go now if you want and check it out. That's fine with me, but it's worth seeing, But don't forget, Desert Adventures in Arizona.
Miss Melanie said they're on 95. They took it to get around Boston traffic, so they're still on the road. They're not even home yet.
Boston traffic.
On a Sunday is terrible. Yeah.
Not good.
Vanessa said she loves hiking. He just doesn't like heights, Vanessa, so that's his issue. Didn't quite realize when he was going up that high.
Yeah, I love hiking.
Come down.
And my sister always told me, my sister called me Junior when we grew up. That was my name, Junior, because my dad and me are the same name. And my sister would always says to me, Junior, be careful when you're hiking, because climbing up is easy, but climbing down is not quite so much. Well, I climbed up that pretty easy, but yeah, it was steep, slippery in that all loose, big rock, like you would slide, and it was pretty much straight down. So yeah, it was a little bit scary.
Bob said, I don't mind hiking as long as I don't have to walk it.
Right?
I don't think you do your e-bike up the mountain like that. I don't know if that would work, Bob.
Bob does his hiking on his e-bike. So we're looking forward to meeting Bob and Sue over at Lucky Dog Productions and Lucky Dog Productions moderator. Sometime in April, we're going to be rolling through there. We're going to spend some time together. And Sue are going to spend an afternoon together, and me and Bob are going to go on an e-bike ride. So that ought to be a lot of fun. We love those people, and we can't wait to meet them. They've been friends of ours ever since we started YouTube. Pretty much,
Sure.
just
Sue's
pretty much.
been with
I
us
mean,
ever
not
since
right at the
day
very
one.
beginning, but pretty much right from the beginning. We have been in contact with those people one way or another, and we can't wait to meet them. It's going to be fun. We have a place to camp right about a mile or two from their house, and we're just going to have a blast. I can just tell. I'm going to go to the races to Volusia County at some point while I'm there, if there's a good show there, and hopefully me and Bob can go. Also, I get to stay here a little bit longer, so I believe me and Roy from Roy and Becky's Travels, and maybe Tim if he wants to, and whatever wives want to tag along.
Gonna try out.
We're gonna try
Lake Havasu.
Yeah, Lake Havasu, Speedway 95 in Lake Havasu. It's a quarter-mile asphalt track, so I'm kind of looking forward to that. We were fixing to go, but then there wasn't a show worthy seeing, and then with me and Sue were going to take off, but plans have changed, and so we're going to hang around here for a little while. And so it looks like we might get a show in. Looks like a 100-lap late model or something. So that'll be fun. I can't wait.
Carol said she looked out last night and the moon was yellow and full. Very pretty. I love the full moon, Carol. Hello, Oh my God, my brain just went crazy.
Lucky Dog Production said they ran late models at Volusia Speedway last night. Yay! I love late models. I really do. I like sprint cars. I like modifieds, but I like late models. That's my favorite car. What do you mean your brain went crazy?
My brain just lost names.
Oh, you thought you forgot your
Hello, our treasured home, but for some reason your name is not coming to my crazy brain. What?
Oh, I
Oh
thought
my
you
God.
forgot we were on the line.
I know her name. I just cannot. It's not coming up right now. I'm sorry. How are you? And thank you so much for joining us.
She's
Hello,
having
Jamie.
brain fade.
Oh my God.
Believe me, she forgets my name sometimes, so it's not anything personal.
What? Oh my God, what is her name? I know her name. It is just a drawing a blank. Oh my God.
I've watched it once a while ago, but you watch it all the time. You watch that channel, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Nancy. Thank you.
That's what I was just going to say too, is Nancy, but I'm so bad with names.
I'm so sorry, Nancy.
That I didn't dare to.
Where did my brain? I kept coming up with Helen, and I'm like, if I say Helen, that's going to screw me up.
Jamie
Totally.
from Lower Michigan Adventures. Hello, buddy. How are you?
And Joey hot. And Jamie says, I hot you guys. Oh, thank you, Jamie.
Thank you.
They ran late models at Volusia Speedway last night. Oh boy, there you go, honey. Jamie said it happens to him all the time with names.
Oh, it's terrible. It's just how
I'm usually pretty good, but
it doesn't matter. It doesn't make the person not important to you at all in any way. But to them, I'm sure it always appears as though, geez, I'm not important enough for him to remember my name. Well, hey, nobody's important enough then for me to remember their name, because I can meet somebody literally this second, shake their hand, and turn around to introduce Sue, and I cannot remember their name. And it doesn't matter. It could be the president of the United States. It wouldn't matter. Yeah. So
Jamie said he's never been good at it. I know.
No,
Jamie.
I mean, they say you're supposed to associate it with something, but I've never been good at that either, because then I forget why I'm associating it.
It's tough to get old, guys. Bottom line,
it's not a hell of a lot good about getting old, I must say. You know, there really isn't.
Bob said he's in our boat too. He can't remember names either.
It's terrible. It's
not that they're not important, because my memory is just that, not that great. Same goes a lot of older people get forgetful, and that's where I'm at. A little bit on the younger side, though. Yeah, I know you're in trouble, Jamie.
Yep.
You're in trouble.
Wait till you get to be our age. Oh my God, it's like it gets worse. It doesn't get any better. It doesn't really get any better.
So late models at Volusia County, honey, you would like that.
Oof. I'd like anything at Volusia County, but especially late models.
Bob said he can't remember the dog's name sometimes.
Right. Right.
If you act like my mom, you go through all the, you have 2 dogs, but you go through the 2 dogs before you get the right dog's name. When he just called Gracie Sweet Pea, so
I call Gracie
we're still
Sweet Pea
calling Gracie Sweet Pea all the time.
You know, she's called Sweet Pea half the time and Gracie the other half of the time. Although I am getting more used to calling her to using the name Gracie. You know, so because she looks so much like Sweet.
Oh, congratulations, Jamie! You got monetized fully this weekend.
Yay!
Good for you. I'm so excited for you.
Good for you! Yay! Congratulations!
That's awesome.
You work hard at it, and I'm so happy for you. I really am.
Hopefully, all of our great friends over here helped get you some watch hours. Thank you guys for everyone said they were going to watch for you, so thank you.
We're getting bleached out back there.
I think so. You got to close it out of the shade. Hello, Gracie and Jock. How are you guys? We're just talking about her being our neighbor, and there she is. Hello, neighbors. Hello, Rumi. It's closing the door. Maybe that's what it is. A lot of sun coming in. The puppy's not going to like that. They're laying in the sun right there, enjoying the sunbeams. Close that back shade, honey. That's what it is.
Much better. Yes. Did I say Gracie and Jock? Yeah, Gracie and Jock is our new neighbors right now for a little while. She's having her awning worked on. It got blown away in the desert wind, which happens to a lot of people. And like Gracie said, I don't know what happened. We were just sitting there, everything was calm, and all of a sudden, boom! I tell you, I've seen it twice already. I saw it today. A little dust devil went right through the dog's pen and almost lifted the dog off the ground. So it comes out of nowhere.
Jamie, we're so happy for you. We got the whole process and everything set up today and approved. Good for you. Yeah. And it's really, I hear it's not an easy process to go through.
Pretty difficult
so good
process.
For you.
You got to be careful what you do, right? Was it easy? Was it difficult? What did you like about it, and what didn't you like about it, Jamie? Just give us a.
Jamie said he did get some of our friends over here to go over and watch them. So thank you everyone who did that. And Jamie says thank you very much too. He really appreciates it. You're a great guy and a great channel. So we're so happy for you. It didn't get blown away, LOL. Just bent the front center.
Yeah,
the frame, which is
fixable. And the best part of that is from what Gracie says it is it didn't hurt her brand new van. So that's
brand new van. That's what's sad. That's brand new van.
Thing. Built by Johnny's Journey, and she did a nice job.
It's beautiful. It really is nice inside. I got to see it yesterday inside, and it is very beautiful. She has a really nice style too. So I really like her style, and it's very pretty inside.
Yeah.
So
I mean, I've had people I've had people tell me about their awnings will get caught, it'll wrap right over the whole roof of the rig and slap right around onto the other side around here in the desert. It comes right out of nowhere. There's no warning. They can't even predict it because it's the heat and stuff and the big valleys and the mountains all the way around here that causes these wind swells or whatever you want to call them. You know, it's crazy.
Jamie, thanks for stopping in. He's got to run. He's got to go run an errand. He said he'll check back if we're still on.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jamie. Congratulations.
Be
We're
safe.
so happy for you.
We are so happy for you.
Everybody
All
check
of us
out Lower Michigan Adventures. He's a fun guy.
He is.
With a really, really cute little puppy. So check him out if you haven't already.
Very, very fun.
Gracie, you're very welcome, and you do have a really nice style. I like it. She actually had which I don't know if you ladies in here will understand, but she had a little crocheted dress, and I said I thought it was a dress for a doll. It looked just like a little crochet dress, and she said no, it's a pot holder that her grandmother had made her, which was very special to her. So she doesn't use it as a pot holder, but she just has it hanging in her van as a reminder of her grandmother, which I thought was really well sweet. I love stuff like that.
One of the things, if I was in there, I would grab it to use as a pot holder, and she hit me over the head with a frying pan. Bang!
Well, the things are most of it I've already done in steps because of the first stage of monetization. The only thing I had left to do is my identification because everything else was, oh, well, good for you. So it wasn't,
cool.
So you did it in stages, so it wasn't so hard all at once.
Cool.
Well, good for you. Good for you.
Cool. Very cool.
Oh, a rocket's going up at
7:30 in Florida. Yay! We saw the Starlink rocket go up last week, man. It was really something to see. It was right at sunset, and the whole contrail just stayed lit from the sun that was going down over the horizon, and it just stuck out all the way across the whole sky. It was like nothing I've ever seen before in my life. I've got a short video of it. I'm going to be putting up here shortly.
Thanks to Roy. Roy's got a little app on his phone, so thanks to Roy.
Yeah,
let us know.
Roy from Roy and Becky's Travels gave me a heads up and said, "Hey, Merton, you want to at blah 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 time and get your camera ready," and I did, and I'm really glad I did. Thank you, Roy, for that. By the way, everybody's going to enjoy that little video. As a matter of fact, Roy put up a video of it too. So if you want to go over and see it, you can go over to Roy and Becky's Travels and check that out. It was a video ago or two. The last, I don't know, a while, a little bit back though. Probably the last video.
Last week or so.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It wasn't that long ago. I lose track of time.
Oh my God,
Every
I can't
day,
keep track.
It's just amazing how fast days go by in the desert. It's just amazing.
Jamie said his advice is to, as soon as you get that first level, start getting things set up, and then when it's time to monetize fully, it's only one step away. Great advice.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll keep that in mind, Jamie, if we ever get there.
If we ever get there.
And Bob said he can see them going up as long as it's not cloudy in their front yard. That's awesome.
That's awesome. Carol says she has to run. Her dad is calling. Say bye to Carol, everybody.
Bye, Carol. We love you. We'll talk to you soon.
Bob's neighbor works.
Thank you for coming and joining us.
Works at NASA.
Oh, wow.
Steve says he's got that app too, and he says it worked really well. I believe that's the one that Tom from Tom and Lori RV Life had the night we were looking at something in the sky, and we weren't sure what we were seeing. We thought we were seeing like a spaceship or something. It was weird looking, and he looked it up, and sure enough, it was the Space Center, not the Space Center, the Space Lab.
Bye, Jamie. Love you guys too. Take good care. Go slow driving. You're doing your errands. Yeah, Steve does have that app. He says the app and it works well.
So Eddie is here. I thought he left.
Yeah, no, Eddie's
Hi,
here.
Eddie. I thought you left.
What was that? The app, you mean, Eddie? Steve
can tell you.
Or Roy, please let us know because we don't even know what the name of the app is. But it's just an app that tells you what kind of satellites are going up or what's going on in the sky, basically. Roy told Steve about it. That's how he found out. Yeah. So
Roy's smart about apps and stuff like that.
Fill us in, Roy.
He really is. He turned me on to a free TV app, which I haven't tried yet either, which you can get quite a few channels and stuff like that.
Look
free.
at that.
Almost
watch
like
some of my shows I like, maybe.
Yeah, maybe. If we ever have time.
We don't have time. Like last night, we ended up having to go, last night, Lazy Days Ahead was on with Jesse and Lisa, and then also Devil Dog is on Saturdays, and we had oopsies, we're out of pee-pee pads. So
we had to run to
cannot
Parker,
have pee-pee pads.
Which is, to Parker and back is at least a 2.5 hour process usually a 3.5 hour process. So we had to run up there to get that, and then we had to go. Then of course I took it to what I thought was a doggy thrift store. I'm kind of excited. I'm thinking they sold, used dog clothes and this and that, and and we're looking for leashes, and it would be a cheaper way to go than Petco, blah, 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 and I'm all proud, and I drive up. No, it's a regular thrift store that benefits dogs, so it has nothing to do with dogs other than, so yeah, so that didn't work. But we still really haven't gotten leashes for them yet, but
the ones I bought were so little now they won't
they
even
just
fit.
don't fit no more. So we're heading to Tucson here shortly, real shortly, like this coming week, like probably Tuesday or something. Well, definitely Tuesday. And there's a lot of pet stores in Tucson, so we're gonna look around there and try to get.
Because Wednesday they can officially be normal dogs. They can go on walks and they get their last set of shots on Wednesday, so they're officially free. Yay!
And now they can be normal dogs. We can walk them. We can train them to pee and poop outside instead of on a stupid pee pad in the rig. And
oh, it's a space app called Space Launch.
Oh, okay,
that's what it is.
Okay, so if you
probably love having that.
I would actually. I'm going to look it up myself and put it on there because it's called Space Launch, guys. So check that, download that app, and I don't know how to work it, but figure it out, and it'll tell you what's going on, all the launches, what's going over the top of you, like by way of I think Tom and Lori did it by way of the cell phone locator where he was, and it identified that it was the space lab above him. So it's really
pretty
cool.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
It's amazing today. There's an app for everything today. It's just amazing.
YouTube's messing with Devil Dog today. He said he was waiting in the lobby and it never started. He had to leave and then come back for it to start showing us. Oh, well, thank you for hanging around. We appreciate it. And I'm sorry we didn't make your show last night, but we were off getting pee-pee pads. I don't know if you heard that part of
It's a long trip.
But we ended up
a long trip to park
having to run to Walmart.
We were just there the day before to pick up mail, and I looked at her in the mail parking lot, and I said,
"Walmart's everything you need?
Walmart's just a couple miles away. You get everything you need." Yep. So we turned around and we came home. The next morning we had to turn around and go back again. So that was another, I want to say 90 miles or 80.
Oh well, we're retired. We can do it.
It's fine. Yeah.
And now we got to go back for lunch.
Wear and tear on the car and gas and time, but that's fine. We got nothing to do. It is what it is.
I don't know. Yeah. Is Roy? I don't know if Roy's still here. Roy's been having his allergies have been really acting up. So I know yesterday he was napping. He had took a Benadryl and was napping because he didn't feel too good because the allergies are just so strong right now.
Yes.
Nothing but love. How are you today?
Yes. Gracie and Jock Adventure says she saw once when Starlink satellites was set free. LOL. There was a long line of them during the Oregon meetup. We saw that one night we were here.
We
were looking up and it looked like a centipede going along in the
really
sky.
Cool.
I'm like, look at that. Oh, somebody said, look at that. We all sitting around the campfire and we looked up
on Roy's phone again.
Yeah, and then Roy brought it up and said it was all of the satellites. They follow each other in a line until they're supposed to get in their position or whatever. It's just amazing stuff that they do.
Oh, Roy's back. He said he was cleaning a peanut butter jar for Becky. Does that mean you were licking it clean, Roy?
Who's looking at the peanut butter jar, Roy?
Yeah, he said he's back. He was cleaning a peanut butter jar for Becky, so I asked if he was licking it clean.
Yeah.
Bye, Peter. Thank you so much for popping in. We so appreciate it.
Fully appreciate it. We really, 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 really do.
Oki is doing great, Gracie. We're glad she's feeling better, Steve. That's good news. Do you lick the peanut butter jar? No, he doesn't too much. He actually leaves a lot behind, but the dogs would love to lick it. Well, glad to see you doing great. Nothing but love. So glad you guys stopped in to say hi. It's really awesome.
That TV app that we were talking about, Steve has it, I guess, too. So we'll have to look that up.
NBL. What's NBL? Is that the
National Basketball League, right?
Oh, okay. Didn't catch what he was. We're sports people for sure. Is that what you're watching today? He's definitely a sports fan. Devil Dog is.
Yes, he is. We were there, and there was a Texas football game on, and he disappeared, and you can hear him inside screaming and yelling every once in a while. And I couldn't tell if it was a good scream or a disappointed scream. But Jamie's keeper said, no, that was a good scream. No, that was a bad scream. So she could tell by the screams whether it was a good scream or a bad scream. They've been together a long time.
And they ended up winning, so his team that he wanted to win. So we're all good.
Nothing but love equals. Oh, okay, not NBL.
Oh, no,
We can be so stupid sometimes. I'm
boy.
telling you, we're like the Beverly Hillbillies that goes to the big city a lot of the times. We just don't get.
Oops.
Yeah, and we probably missed something in the chat. We would have made
Uh,
sense to us, right?
Steve said he's on that TV app too. So
Yeah. And what is that app, Steve? By the way, seeing as we're doing apps.
Roy said he doesn't leave enough for the dogs when it comes to peanut butter. So I guess he was looking at. Nothing but love. Yes, Devil Dog, we are retarded. Sorry.
We are.
We are a little slow and old and don't get the initials sometimes.
And we get slower and older as time goes by. Oh yeah, National NBA equals National Basketball Association, not National Basketball League.
Oh, there we go. There we go.
Thank you, Eddie. Eddie's a sports guy, not me.
Crazy.
Not us.
We're crazy. We can't help it. And Gracie's very proud to say that her son is Semper Fi Marines. Her son has been in the Corps going on 16 years now. That's awesome. Thank you for your service. Please thank him for his service, I should say.
Yep.
Jasper is feeling better. Last we heard, he was eating some food. So little Jasper is getting old and has been having a little bit of a belly ache and not wanting to eat his food and kind of just laying around. So
I think
it's very tough.
13.
Yeah, so it's hard.
He's slowing down, and he's at 13. Dogs are elderly, pretty much.
Yeah, and he did eat some the other day, so hopefully he's still doing
a cool
good.
dog, though. I can tell you that.
He's a cool dog.
He's an awesome dog. We like all dogs, but.
Oh, he said. Steve said, get on a browser and search for TV app on Google, free TV, and it has a lot of channels. Oh, awesome.
Oh wow.
Jasper is doing okay today. Good
news.
Yay.
That's very good, Roy.
We always like to hear that the babies are doing good.
Yeah, I mean, we worry about them like they're our own kids. They literally are our own kids.
They are our kids.
I mean, there's no doubt about it.
Our kids are grown and doing their own thing, so what we got left is the puppies. Whether they're 13, they're still puppies.
Right now, there's always a problem. Like now, Gracie, she's not quite feeling right. There's always something to worry about.
Always something to worry about.
Whether they can't breathe right, or something wrong with their eye, or something wrong with their ear. But it keeps you moving. We had to do the cage bump up. When you first get a puppy, you buy a little cage, and then that's no good, and then you buy the medium cage, and that's no good, and So we're on our second round. And hopefully the final one, we had a bigger one for the cocker. They were practically on top of each other. When we first got them, there was nothing but room in there. It was crazy. And now they're pretty much practically on top of each other. And we also crate them at night too, so that they just sleep. And they were on top of each other in it there too. So we went yesterday. We got a medium one and a large one. We get the large one for them both to sleep in, which now they can spread out a little bit, and the medium one for the back seat of the car. And also for when we're traveling in Finicky Franny, they stay caged.
Only because they can't fit. The big one can't fit here in the seat. We usually put them on the seat here, and that way they stay, between the seat and the table. It kind of gives them a little, little security spot. So, but the big crate isn't going to fit here because it's too big.
Right.
So it's a big one.
Right.
So hopefully it is our last crate since this will be the fourth one we bought now. So hopefully it is the good one.
Hopefully it's the final one. I think they'll be able to deal with both of them. I really do, because when they're in their travel cage, we don't want them to have a lot of room. I mean, they're fine. But when they're lounging at night for their sleep at night, we gave them a little bit of a bigger. Plus, it's a pain in the neck to carry them in and out and in and out. So when we use them both the rig and the car, we can just leave that one in the car, and I don't have to carry it back and forth. It just makes it a little thing.
And the thing is, we're so worried about them having bigger crates. When they're sleeping together, they're usually curled into a ball. Anyways.
Yeah, they curl into a ball.
So I don't know why we worry about it. But
we're the only ones worried about it. They weren't worried about it at all. They weren't in any kind of stress.
I just made you yawn. I'm sorry, Melanie.
Sorry, Mel.
I've been staring at trying to find hotels. So because we're getting some solar done on the RV, we have to bring the RV for 2 days, and then we're going to Tucson for that amount of time because we have to go to the puppy's visit, the vet visit, and my doctor's appointment. So we are heading to Tucson and having to stay in a hotel. So I've been trying to read.
We want to get a good one. You want to read the reviews. You don't want,
My eyes are kind of going crazy right now from staring at that.
She read one where the person said she walked in, there was bugs all over the bed. Well, we don't want that. They read one where the carpets were so disgusting that their feet came out black when okay, we don't want that one. There was one that they had no hot water. Okay, we don't want no hot water. There was
another one that said the water smelled like sewer.
Right. So I hate motels. I really do.
We really don't want to do it.
We do what we got to do.
got a
we
doctor's
have
appointment.
to be in Tucson. We have doctor's appointments, and we just happen to have our solar work being done at the same time. So there's not much we can do about it. Can't take Finicky Franny over there because the solar work's being done. So yeah, so we're gonna get some solar so we can pretty much do what we want as far as appliances and stuff. Not necessarily the air conditioning, but everything we want to do, charging, appliances, cooking, blah 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 blah, will be done by way of solar. And the only thing left that'll run on 12-volt is our heater. But we are also going to double our house batteries next year too, so we'll have plenty of bank to run the heater as long as we want. And the new equipment that we bought for the solar will also charge the house batteries too. So we're pretty much going to improve everything across the board.
Right.
So yeah.
Bob said that Maggie uses a crate, but Lacey doesn't. When they get older, we may not go use crates, but for this point, we are using the crates just because we got to keep the little buggers corralled. But it's basically the only time they're in the crate is when we're traveling or when they're sleeping. Other than that, they're free to run and romp and do whatever craziness they do. Well, I said the TV app is a website, Gracie. No app involved.
It's tvapp.com.
Oh, there you go.
Steve just gave it.
Awesome.
tvapp.com. Thank you, Steve. Thank you. Bob from Lucky Dog says Sue puts me in a crate when I'm bad. Don't give her any ideas. Don't give
Gracie
her
said
any
she stayed in
ideas.
a motel in Scottsdale, and it was pretty pet friendly and very nice. I know it's hard to find a nice one. It's like, my eyes are going crazy. They're like cross-eyed right now after reading, trying to read so many different reviews. So,
Sue, how are you upgrading Merton? Eddie wants to know. You're upgrading the solar. How are you upgrading me?
How am I upgrading you?
He's going to put a piece of Eternabond tape right across my mouth. That's all.
Now that's a good idea.
Hey, Tony, how are you?
Hi, Tony. How are
Stone
you?
Wolf Outdoors. One of our fine friends that we met a few weeks back. We're always glad to have him along. He's got a wonderful channel. Go over there and check it out. Devil Dog also has a wonderful channel. Nothing But Love is a great channel. Gracie and Jock's Adventures is a fun channel to watch. I mean, all of these channels.
He said you were upgrading across the board. So
yeah.
Yep. Duct tape or a Eternabond, whichever.
Yep. No,
the fun of pulling it back off again. Okay, you can speak for 3 minutes. Oh nope, not put it back on.
There's a lot of racing on there too, according to Steve.
Oh, there you go. Merton 3.0. Yeah. We're working on the 3.0 for sure.
Hey, it's a work in progress, right? Life is a work in progress.
It is a work in
all
progress.
of us are a work in progress.
We are all a work in progress for sure.
Pretty much. Pretty
and
much.
Devil Dog, I know you guys have been doing a lot of planting. I noticed that earlier and I didn't get to comment on that comment. So you guys have been doing a lot of planting. The yard must be looking incredible. I saw the pictures. Jamie's been putting pictures on Facebook.
You guys have been busy.
And you guys have been wicked busy. And I love your Paggi. They just did a Paggi sun catcher. It's got Paggi's picture on the front and Paggi's. It said Paggi's. I think she called it Paggi's. Basically Paggi's porch, but I think she called it something differently. But really nice.
Oh
yeah. So and that.
I saw that. Yeah, a little shot she put up.
Yeah, that was.
I saw that.
That was Devil Dog's doggy. He was Paggi, who just passed not too long ago. So they got a nice
now I understand.
Shade house. They call it the shade house. That's what it is.
Right. Yeah.
So it's Paggi's shade house. So they got a nice little wind chime, which is really sweet. So
that's sweet.
Yeah. It's so hard when we lose our babies for sure. He's still having a hard time with that.
It's terrible.
One,
so. It's horrifying.
It's never easy. Oh, thank you, Gracie, for stopping over. She's heading over to see Johnny's Journey.
Say hi to everybody over there for us, and we thank you for stopping by.
Thanks so much.
And we'll
be
seeing you very soon.
Bye.
Bye. Yeah, so.
Yeah, but Devil Dog's been doing a lot of work over there. They've gotten their gardens in. Everything's blooming, I'm assuming over there in Texas because they're getting gardens going. They're planting plants. And
heck, everything was blooming when we were there, except for that 17-degree night. There was flowers growing, remember?
Yeah, there was actually daffodils when we were there in January.
We saw a 17-degree night in Houston, Texas, guys. Okay?
I know, the first time in 100 years, it said.
That's pretty much like a record night. It was cold. The Cowboys went nuts. I tried to get some heating stuff in 3 different hardware stores because they warned about the cold spell coming. Everybody was freaking out because nobody's got any insulation there. They don't need it, And all 3 heating aisles in all 3 hardware stores were completely
wiped out.
There was nothing in them. It was amazing how everybody freaked out and made their way through that cold spell. Finicky Franny made it through. I'm proud to say we were chilly, but we And
It wasn't bad.
the furnace ran a lot.
Mm.
Thank God we were moose stocking off of Eddie because
Yeah.
we had the electricity. We didn't have to run the generator, you know.
They were
But
very kind guests.
but the heater ran and ran. They were a kind guest.
No, they weren't. We were the guests. They were very kind.
They're very kind hosts.
Hosts, that's the word. Thank you. Got it backwards.
We will be back hanging out with them.
Hopefully, we get to go by and see them on the way home. Do we get to go by that way?
No, well, no, we're not really.
Not
we're
that way.
We're going to be up on 20.
So we'll be up a little bit further,
Yeah.
but we'll get to see them in
But
October.
on the way back, we're going to stop and spend some time with them, I believe. We'll be spending some time in Texas next year. I think we'll be spending some more time in Texas next year because we're going to do a gate guarding job for the oil company.
Yeah,
there.
so we're not sure where that'll be, but
we're going to spend the
hopefully,
month. It'll either be in Oklahoma or Texas or Louisiana, one of those three
No.
states.
I think it's Texas, New Mexico, and I'm not sure what the other one was.
Okay, and Oklahoma then. Yeah.
Hi, Doreen.
But so
Glad you're back.
we're checking that out. So we'll be spending a whole month down there next, doing a gate guarding job. We're gonna have the dogs spayed and neutered, and we'll be hanging out again with Eddie
Devil
and Jamie.
Dog and Jamie, yeah.
They're nice people. They're wonderful people. They're actually really
their
good
crew
friends.
of puppies.
And their crew of wonderful animals. Yes,
Gracie, Mama Gracie, we'll call her.
It's the Boston Terrier world.
Yeah, Mama Gracie and Daddy is Red, which we see those two dogs and our dog so much. Like for instance, Spiky loves Red loves to dig. You know, one thing they told us about was Red loves to, if he gets a blanket, he'll suck a hole in it, and Spiky cannot go to sleep without
to go
sucking.
to sleep. Yeah, and that's what Spike does. He
cannot
puts his whole mouth around the outside of his bed and just
sucks
on
every
it
night.
and ends up going to sleep. Leaves this big wet spot on the bed.
And Gracie is like her mom. She has got a lot of spunk. I'll tell you that right now.
She does.
So we definitely see, and it's kind of nice. And you know, you don't normally get to see that when you get a puppy. You know, you don't get to see the characteristics of the parents. But boy, we see them because they're really sweet dogs.
Oh,
so
Doreen's back. Hi, Doreen.
Yeah, I said hi to Doreen, and Carol's back too.
Carol's
Hi, Carol.
back too. Hi, Carol.
Yay, Carol.
Yay.
Yay, Carol's back. And is Sue on her way home, Bob? I noticed on Facebook that she has landed in Florida, but I don't know if she's back at your house or she's at her sister's house.
Oh, wow.
Poor Sue has had a tough time. She went to one sister's funeral, and the other sister had a stroke while she was there. So it's been a few, she had a few bad months because she lost another family member not too long ago, and then she lost her brother-in-law not too long before that. So there's been a lot of death in her family.
When it rains, it pours, as they say.
She's been having a tough time. So we've been keeping her in our prayers for, getting through all this tough time. But her sister seems to be doing good if she's on her way back.
Yep.
They must have been cleaning out their peanut butter jars too.
So right now, Quartzite is like dying down, guys. We've never seen it quite so slow. I mean, slowly but surely, everybody's leaving. It's like
it's
not wide open like completely, but man, it's at least, I want to say 80% empty, right? I mean, just a rough,
compared to what was,
back in January when we were here last year, not this year in January, we were here, but last year in January, the place was hammering, man. It was full of people. This year they had so many people, it was just incredible. And now it's like becoming like a ghost town. Like all of the little businesses are closing down, and
the laundromat's already closed.
Everything's winding down. The laundromat's closed. The McDonald's went from charging $2.71 for a cup of coffee to $1.41. So they, the locals can't afford that kind of money for a cup of coffee. So, back to regular McDonald's prices. Yeah, they tack on $1 on everything there, pretty much. Everything they sell gets tacked on when the snowbirds are in full.
Yeah, one day you paid $2.79 for a coffee. The next day you paid $1.41.
Yep.
So they tacked on
$1.30. They switched on that day. They went from
actually.
snowbird prices to local prices on that day. The same cup of coffee. I went for a hot chocolate and a coffee, and it was $7 at McDonald's. Okay. Now I can get a hot chocolate and a coffee for less than $4.
But I don't want that hot chocolate. It's terrible.
But I'm just saying
I'm just saying
that
wasn't very tasty.
So as soon as the snowbirds come in, the prices get jacked up $1 for everything, I guess, from what they say.
Bob said that Sue's not home yet. She's still in Tampa with her sister. Well, that's good. She's there. She's a good sister, taking good care of her sister. And Doreen said, my sister's mother-in-law, my sister-in-law's mom, hasn't eaten over 20 days. Hasn't had fluids in a week. She's hanging on. Has hospice nurse baffled. Wow. Oh my gosh, that's very hard to watch, though. It really is. To not have eaten in 20 days. Wow, no fluids in a week. Whoa, that's very hard. I feel for her.
Very sad.
Throw a prayer up for her because that's definitely tough.
Very.
It's coming, but it's just not easy to sit and watch it. That's for sure.
It's horrible.
So we'll lift her up.
I watched my grandmother die like towards the end, and she had a feeding tube for like 2 weeks. She didn't do nothing but lay there, and they fed her through a feeding tube. So I get it, and it's horrible. It really is. But
Not easy.
yeah.
So sometimes you wonder, it's so hard to put your dog down when the time
But
comes.
you wonder
sometimes
why,
wonder,
to be
yeah,
humane, there are times
yeah.
that maybe perhaps
Either way is not easy.
my
put it that
my
way.
grandmother was not coming back to a full quality of
No.
life by any means. There's no way in heck that was going to happen. But yet they stretched her out for 2 weeks, keeping her alive with a feeding tube. That didn't make sense to me. But it was hard. One of the things I'll never forget.
Oh, Johnny said no life support either. Wow. She's in her 90s.
Yeah,
has Alzheimer's. Oh, that's what's really
my
hard.
grandmother was 92.
90 some. Yeah.
92,
Yeah, she was up there. Yeah, I guess only God knows when it's our time to go, I suppose.
Yeah.
And sometimes it takes longer than we want to see happen.
So our plan is to go to Tucson for the doctor's appointments, come back here to train puppies for a week and a half, get the solar figured out, get the solar done, use the solar while we're here, where the company who installed it are. So that way, if we do have any issues, which I doubt, it's a reputable company, but we might, we'll be here, and we're going to try to train the puppies for a week and a half. Then we're going to go to Tucson for a couple of more days to hang with Stephen Oakey, perhaps on the way home, depending on when we leave here. If not, we just book right through. I believe our first stop on the way home will be to see Belt Loop 29, Gary over Belt Loop 29 in Mississippi. As near as I can tell, that'll be our first stop. And we will slowly but surely meander home, seeing as many as 5 people in the state of Ohio.
Ohio, we've got a lot of people.
That's got a lot of people to
Yeah.
see right there. We're going to try to see if we can't just make some sort of a little mini meetup or something.
Yeah.
Maybe out of 3 of them or something, and we can kind of we can do all of them separate too. I mean, it doesn't really matter. But we met a lot of people from Ohio. We have also some people that we met in Ironwood who are working in Ohio right now, who are also YouTubers. Adventures with Al. Check that channel out. We'll be visiting them. So, I mean, we have a lot of people to visit. And then once we break free from Ohio, it's back to my father's to hang out with him, which we're looking forward to too. That'll be a lot of fun.
Kids.
This year, I've decided just to work a couple of days a year, do some door dashing. So I'll have a lot of time to spend with my dad and with Sue. I'm just going to work a couple of days and just chill out for the rest of the week and do this and that. Do like I say, door dashing, odd jobs around the house. I got some work I got to do to finicky fanny, nothing major, but some work I got to do. Help my dad out, hang with my dad. We'll probably be leaving back out towards Arizona, or actually, we're going to try to do the
Michigan
meetup if we can. We've decided to try to do M25.
No, 24.
No.
Yeah, it'll still be 24. It'll be 24 in September. This September. It's not next year. It's this year.
M24.
Right.
And then from there, we're going to probably go through South Dakota to visit my nephew again for a little while. If we have time. And then from there,
October 1st, puppies.
We're going to go to Texas and then do our gate garden job. And then the rest of the winter is going to be spent here in Arizona in one place or the other. So,
but not so much traveling this year, in other words.
Right. We have a lot of places. We have 4 or 5 places that we can stay right here in Arizona. Our goal is not to be in Quartzite during January because there's too much mayhem. And during January is the coldest part of the year, so we want to get as far south as possible. So we'll probably spend January down in Yuma. And then after that, we have Midland, which we liked a lot, the Midland BLM land. Right over here, we have Dome Rock, Plumosa Road. We have lots of places to choose from. But we're going to spend most of our time right here in Quartzite with Roy and Becky and CRView because they've become, sort of like family, actually. Yeah. I mean, we all get along well. We like being next to each other. They're respectful neighbors, and we try to be respectful neighbors. And it's just a fun place. It just is. It's got a nice, and Quartzite has a funky feel to it. It's just, the whole town as a whole. I mean, you see people and things in Quartzite that you probably won't see anywhere else. I mean,
that's for sure.
All kinds of homemade rigs, and you've got everything from the most expensive tiffin on earth down to a guy that's made the back of a pickup truck into a camper, homemade with pieces of plywood. You got everything in between, and we're all nice people. We haven't met anybody that we haven't liked here in Quartzite that I can think of at all. So It's a wonderful place. So we'll be spending a good portion of our time right here, other than January, and then we just want to kind of just move a little here or there. Nothing major.
We'll see what happens next year. Who knows?
We'll see. I mean, our plans are written
Plans
in
are
the sand.
changing all
They've
the
been
time.
written in the sand all ever since we left. Ever since we left New England, they've been written in the sand and changing, and either weather changes, or doctor changes it, or that changes it, or heck that we like it, let's stay longer, or we don't like this, let's get out of here. You know, that kind of stuff.
Definitely been a crazy
But
year.
we've had a lot of fun, and we were just talking about it. We have no regrets about selling the house and doing what we're doing so far at all. We each have our little things that we don't like about it, but we each have things that we love about it, which far outweigh anything we don't like about it. And the things you don't like about it, you just get used to. We got a brand new toilet, which is beautiful.
Yay.
It's just like a home toilet. It's porcelain.
Nice.
The old one, the valve broke. The flush valve broke. The valve was broke down here. It was kind of cracked and cruddy and plastic and yuck. So we changed that. Oven broke. We got that fixed. And
a couple of things.
Yeah, this past week. We also figured out a way to get some more storage on the back bumper, because when we have our solar installed, it's going to take up a lot of room inside under Sue's bed over there for all the equipment. So we got to make some room for that. So we're going to make some more storage on the back bumper. So, yeah.
Oh boy, Sue's got to move all her junk. I got a lot of it moved, but I got to move more. And Carol, yes, I have listened to that CD. Thank you so much. Carol sent me a CD for exercising, so I haven't gotten to do it yet, but I did listen to it. So thank you. And Doreen says, you know how the doctors say you can only live so long with no food or water? She said, hold my beer, let me prove you wrong. A little humor there. That's a good thing. And yes, he does plan on working, Steve, when he goes back to Mass.
Yeah,
he's going to do
just a couple of weeks at the golf course, just a couple of days a week at the golf course. And my old boss is wicked happy. That'll get me out and on the golf course for a couple of days. You know, it's fine. I'll actually like it. And I'll have the rest of the week to do what I want to do. Yes, sir, I am. I decided.
Hello, Kenny and Debbie. Thanks so much for joining us. We appreciate that. And Stonewolf says, always making room for more stuff. I'm trying to add less stuff. So if we do that, we're just going to rearrange things a little bit better, because most of the stuff goes in the car now. And like putting the rug in the car is pretty gross because it's outside in the dirt, and just don't really want to put that in the car. So we can actually put that on the back there. So just rearranging some things so much.
Yeah. Good night, Mel. Love you. She says
bye, Mel. Love you.
She's home, so she's jumping off. Tell Ted that we said hi, and we'll talk to you tomorrow.
Love you.
Me and work do not mix well.
Roy says.
If I was doing something I didn't like, I wouldn't mix well with me. But I do like being on the golf course, so it doesn't. I don't be a mechanic. I just drive a piece of equipment all day.
And he was going to do 2 days, but his boss said, "Can you do 3?"
I was going to do 2, and I was all good with it. And then I got these kind of hands like this, and can you please do a 3rd day? And so, okay.
That's a really good idea. Bungee the RV rug to the RV. Bungee the rug to the RV bumper. That's a really good idea.
Wow, that is a good idea, Doreen.
That is a very good idea. Thank you, Doreen. Yeah, it's just so gross to go in the car. It's like gross. Yeah, Doreen loves being retired.
I love being retired too, but I also don't mind working on the golf course, cutting grass for the most part. I really don't. And plus, it'll help us out next year. We'll just have extra money.
Yeah, we'll have some extra cash. Not a big deal. So
extra cash is not a bad thing.
No,
that's for sure.
And so, plus, I'll keep him busy because he likes to do something a little.
Yeah, and it'll give me a couple days to do this, to do that, and I'll still have the rest of the week to do what I want to do. I don't have a whole lot to do to finicky Fanny this year like I did last year, so I can spend most of the time with my father and Sue. And we're going to do door dashing a little bit, and a little of this, a little of that for a little bit of income. If we can stash it, then it helps us get through the winter easier. That's all. Food is expensive. We're trying to live within our means, so the more stash we can get, the easier it is to live with, to live within our means.
Going grocery shopping is getting crazy.
We're living off our Social Security pretty much,
So. Has a storm moved in? We've gotten wind, so I don't know if are we due for a storm?
I don't know. We had a storm last night. I can tell you that it blew through here, rained, and we probably got 1/10 of an inch of rain or so, and it blew hard. It was blowing the dog's cage all over the place out there, and it's a heavy steel wire. I had to go out and put it all together so it wouldn't blow out. I mean, it was fixing to take off when I looked.
Bob said, I'm retired, but I still get tired. I know, Bob. We definitely are tired. So now we're wondering how is he going to work for an 8-hour day? I don't know. Oh, it was bad in here, Mesa.
It was bad in
Oh,
Mesa too, huh?
so you got the
Tony?
bad winds.
Yeah. Yeah, it was quite windy here. It really
So
was.
Kenny and Debbie are getting the winds and stuff today.
Quite windy. So we might have a storm come in. I haven't been paying attention, to be honest with you.
Steve, I agree. I don't know how we had time to work because there's no time to do anything these days. So I agree completely. Hello, Rose. How are you?
Hi, Rose. How are you? Welcome aboard.
Rose is another neighbor of ours just across the way, but Rose is going to be heading out soon. She's going to be heading on her way to
Yeah,
Texas.
Rose has become another friend of
So,
ours, by the way.
She'll be heading out, I think maybe tomorrow.
She's a good YouTube supporter. She's
got a sweet dog named Skylar. See, there goes the brain again. Oh my gosh, guys.
Really sweet dog.
She is a sweet
She went
girl.
for a ride with us to Parker the other day. The dog was just a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful dog.
She is a sweetheart for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, Kenny's heading to Daytona mid-May. Oh, you guys
good
should meet up. Yeah, they're right by. They're only 15 miles from Daytona.
Tony's starting.
Oh, you're starting your trip home on Thursday. Oh, wow.
Boo hoo hoo. Right?
Back home to Washington. That's a long trip.
Yeah.
But I would love to get out to Washington. We'll get out there someday to see it. So.
We will.
One of these years we'll get out
next year we'll be out here, so going from here to like Oregon can be done. So
Daytona is a cool place.
Right.
It really is.
Right.
I love Florida in general. I really do. It's a really pretty area.
Right.
It's I can't remember the first time we went there because of course we went in January, which is when he had his time off, and we went and they had all the flowers were blooming, and I was just amazed to see the flowers blooming and how beautiful it was, and it looked like summer there. It was awesome. I've always loved Florida. You're meeting up with Chef today. Awesome.
Good for you.
Very cool. So yeah, he said he was in Mesa, and so that's not far from.
A lot of fun.
Not far from. He's over in Phoenix, I believe, right? Yeah, we're supposed to meet up with him too. I don't know if we're gonna make it to get that way or not, but we're gonna try.
We might. We're supposed to meet up with him on the way home at some point, right?
And Kenny and Debbie have been there 20 times or more. Yeah, it is such a beautiful place. It really is.
He said that something about making me some sort of like ribs or something, wasn't it?
No, that was Jason.
Oh, Jason.
Yeah, out of gum, Jason. There's so many things to do around the area, Bobby. There's so much to do.
Oh, Roy says you just checked the app. We have another sunset launch in 3 days. Oh, yay, cool. Roy! I can't hardly wait.
Oh, and so what's today? Today's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, so Wednesday. Oh, we won't be here.
We won't be here that day.
Darn it.
Darn. We'll still be able to see it from where we are, but not like you can here. Bad.
Chef is in Mesa? I thought Chef was in Phoenix, Arizona. Maybe he's in Mesa. Yes, please tell him we said hello too.
Yes, please do.
He's definitely a fun friend, and he's got that cute little Scully, another one of the Boston Terriers from Devil Dog. He's last year's litter, so I'd love to see him. He is a cutie. All Boston Terriers are cuties. We can't help it.
Oh, Tony's only 2 miles from the Chef. Wow.
Oh wow.
Oh, you guys don't have to go find him eat, right? Whoa.
Oh, so he is in Mesa. Okay, so we thought he was in Tucson. In Phoenix. So is Phoenix and Mesa real close to each other?
I think they're kind of close to each other,
Must be, right?
I don't know that for sure. But Steve could tell you, or Roy could tell you.
Roy said he's from Vandenberg. Okay.
Oh, Vandenberg.
Oh, they're gonna be. They're going to Arizona for the bike week.
Oh wow.
3rd through the 7th. Oh, there you go.
That'd be fun.
3rd of April. Yeah, we'll be going by then.
It'll be a lot.
Oh no, we won't. We'll still be around April 3rd.
April 3rd, we'll be here.
We'll still be around.
Yeah,
so
we're gonna be here till around.
Oh, he's gonna be probably in the Phoenix area for the bike week, not in our area. Yeah.
Well, I know, but to get
from there to here, yeah.
We can.
So maybe we can meet up.
We could try to figure something out. I really want to meet you guys, and you can teach me how to make a playlist.
Right. I know you just gotta ask Roy. Roy will help you.
I know.
He just
I hate to ask people stuff like that. I mean, they got better things to do than
teach you. But it's probably really simple to do.
There's this crazy old man that doesn't know anything about tech stuff, and I don't know. Yeah, maybe I'll ask him. We'll see. Next time we're hanging out, maybe. Yeah, so anyways, I'm looking forward to putting up that video and climbing Quartzite Mountain yesterday, guys. Check it out. It was a lot of fun. Me and Tim from CRVU hung out, and we had a blast. We had an actual blast.
Oh, I think I misunderstood. Steve was asking Roy if it was from Vandenberg, so I'm assuming the launch is from Vandenberg.
Yeah, that's where the launch is from.
Sorry, guys. I mixed up that a little
bit. Yeah.
Johnny said she'll call us after the live. Okay.
Cool. We'll be here.
See, maybe I'll go south to Q, and then that would be really cool. Yeah, let us know.
Well, see, yeah, maybe he can come south down here to us and visit us. That would be great, Kenny. It really
We'd love
would.
that. We'd love to
We
meet
would
you
love
guys.
that. You could, we can meet. You can meet our puppies too. And
Go
we've
puppies.
been communicating and friends through YouTube for a long time. It's always great to meet somebody firsthand. I can't wait to meet you guys. Been watching
It
you
is
guys.
fun
I've
to
been,
meet everybody
I've been
after
watching
talking.
your videos for a long
Right,
time, and I
right.
believe you've been watching ours for a long time too. We've been
Yeah.
commenting to each other. We tried to meet once, didn't we, or something?
Well, last year
Something.
we didn't get back here last year because this year in fact they were
Yeah,
here. They were here in
something
Quartzite
happened.
this year.
Yeah,
That's what
and
it was.
we had
But we
gone,
were
and we had left and didn't make it back.
we were over in Yuma.
We were
with
in
the
Yuma,
dentist
and then
situation.
yep. So
Right.
our paths didn't quite cross.
Thank you, Rose.
Thank
The
you.
puppies
They
are extra special.
They are beautiful.
We think so too. So
We do.
thank you.
We
They
do.
are
We do.
cute little things.
So guys, we're gonna let you go here. We thank you so much. We hope you all had fun. We'll be here in Quartzite next Sunday, right here at the same bat time.
Yes, we will be, right?
Same bat channel, and hopefully powered up with solar. We'll see what happens. And we hope you all can stop by. We hope you all have a good, happy, healthy week. Thanks again.
Bye, guys. Thanks
We
so much.
fully appreciate it,
God
guys.
bless you all.
Yep. Thank
Have
you
a
so
safe
much.
week. Love you guys.
We will see you next time.
Have a great week. Bye.
Bye.